Gizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And Will Smith, you are the topic of discussion, my G. Will Smith, you are the topic of discussion, man. So let's get right into it. And listen, I saw, just like the whole world saw, Will Smith smack fire out of Chris Rock. Now, let me say that again. Will Smith smacked fire out of Chris Rock. I mean, open hand slaps Chris Rock on live TV in front of a whole audience at the Oscars. Legendary moment. Legendary moment. Now, you already know how we go. I'm going to get into this because it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. But Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, they were front and center at the Oscars. You understand? Everybody was anticipating Will winning an Oscar, his first Oscar. And they had multiple upon multiple comedians that came in and out. The Oscars was introducing people and bringing people out. And you know how people do when it comes to these award shows. They're making smart remarks towards Jada and Will all night, right? Here comes Chris Rock. He comes out. He does his 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? He comes out. He does his 1-2 punch. He's doing excellent, as he always does when it comes to these award shows. And at the end, he makes a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith and the movie G.I. Jane. Now, I didn't catch it in full, but I know he made a reference from Jada Pinkett Smith to G.I. Jane. And instantly, Will Smith shows all his teeth. He's laughing about the joke. He's laughing. But if you look at Jada, she's not laughing. Jada is totally embarrassed. And things go left from there. You understand? I mean, the smack heard around the world. Bang! The smack heard around the world. Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and that segues me into my first angle. My first angle. And that's the "What would Tupac think" syndrome. Did you follow me? Are you with me? That is the "What would Tupac do" syndrome. What would Tupac do? Now, again, like I said, people are making references and jokes towards them all night. But this particular joke from Chris Rock really got under Jada's skin. You understand what I'm saying? And Will Smith instantly is laughing. The comedian in him, he is laughing at this joke. And he looks up, looks to the left, and makes eye contact with Jada. And he sees Jada is hurt. She's irritated. She's flustered. She's embarrassed. And I'm trying to tell you that right then and right there, the thought went through Will Smith's head. What would Tupac do? What would Tupac do in this situation? Because again, we all know that, for a long time, Will said he was suffering with just feeling like a punk, not wanting to feel like someone was taking advantage of him due to the whole Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and just different, ways that the society looks at him through the movies that he picks. This is an issue he has. And I guarantee you, right then and there, the "what would Tupac do in this situation" question went through his brain. And he instantly gets up, beelines on stage towards Chris Rock. You understand what I'm saying? On live television, an open hand smacks Chris Rock. You feel what I'm saying? Because if Tupac was with Jada, he would protect Jada. If Tupac was with Jada, he'd be a thug, and he'd do what a thug would do. And we all know that over these past 2 or 3 years, Jada has been showing every year just how much she misses Pac, how much she loves Pac. And, I'm sure this is just wear and tear on Will's mental. Wear and tear. Because, I don't know, why would the night of the Oscars be the night that Will feels like he has to protect Jada? he has to protect Jada Pinkett Smith. After everything they've been through. You understand? All the embarrassment. You know, you didn't smack August like that. You understand? You don't smack any of the white supporters and white reporters that make references towards your wife. All year long, you haven't ran down and smacked any of them. But as soon as you see Chris Rock, somebody that looks just like you feel the need to show physical force against him. You're not disciplined. You understand? And that's because years upon years upon years upon years of thinking to yourself, what would Tupac do? What would have Tupac done in that situation? This is the one he could not let slide. And, you know, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. So listen, you already know how we do have Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle. And you know, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm not going to waste a moment. I'm not going to waste the opportunity to expose the higher-ups and the elites. Yeah, the higher-ups and the elites had their hand all in this situation. Now, let me break that down for you. If you don't know, let me give you some insight. When it comes to these award shows, we already know that they're rigged, that they're staged. So you got to know that everybody already in the back of their head could see and could tell that, hey, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith are here. They're obviously getting an award. I'm sure it's for Will. And that's going to be the highlight of the night. These are not surprises because when it comes to these award shows, they're distractions. You feel what I'm saying? So the higher-ups and the elites, they got their hand in the pot and they twist and they just stirring the pot up. You feel me? So when it comes to these award shows, they're like, you know, embarrassment rituals. Yeah, they're rituals. And they are to embarrass, you understand, and humiliate the celebrity to a certain extent. So yes, we're going to give you this award, but through the whole night, we're going to heckle you. We're going to make smart remarks about you. We're going to disrespect you. We're going to have people disrespect your wife. We're going to see just how much you will take until it's time for us to hand you your first Oscar. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, it goes same thing with the Grammys. I mean, we could go down the list of these award shows. These you know, these embarrassment. They're rituals that embarrass the celebrity. Because again, it's always an initiation. It's always a test to see just how far you'll let us go to gain this success. Just how far you'll let us take it before we hand you this Oscar. You understand? So it wasn't just Chris Rock. He was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. All night, from what I've, you know, on the research is, they were, you know, comedians were coming out and making smart, disrespectful remarks towards Jada and Will due to their, you know, public situation with their marriage, due to August Alsina, etc., Tupac, etc. They always got a slick remark, and it's you know, again, it's to embarrass. You know, it's a ritual that's being performed right in front of our face. I told you, the higher-ups and the elites, they're going to do it right in front of you, right in front of your face. You understand what I'm saying? So this was just a glitch in the matrix. Because normally, the people that are being disrespected to the highest level on those certain particular nights because of the awards that they're going to receive, they don't flash out. They don't crash out. They don't go on stage on live TV and smack somebody in the face. That was the last thing anybody would expect Will Smith to do. And he did it because it's a glitch in the matrix. You understand? He became a glitch in the matrix. He had all that he could take. He couldn't take any more. The higher-ups and the elites have pushed him to his limit. Yeah, the higher-ups and the elites, they push you to your limit. Think about it. Think about how seasoned Will Smith is in this industry. Think about how long he's been in this industry. Think about all the things he's done already. See, he's kissing men in the mouth. I mean, it's etc. Multiple upon multiple different things he's done in these movies to be accepted in this industry. And all we have done is watch him all the way to this point unravel. They slowly unravel you. the best, the top, the most elite of celebrity, they will unravel you in public and watch you crash out in public for our entertainment. And then 20 minutes later, he receives his Oscar. He receives his Oscar. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be able to see past the smoke and mirrors. You know? Chris Rock didn't have to make that joke, but it's just in them. It's what they do on these rituals. It's what happens when it comes to these rituals. So he couldn't hold it in. He couldn't help it. And he threw that joke out there, not knowing that that was going to be the straw that broke the camel's back when it came to Will. The higher-ups and the elites are always involved. And these award shows are rituals. Yeah. I couldn't wait to break that angle down for you. I couldn't wait to break that angle down for you and give it to you just like that. Give it to you straight and raw. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to make this a long one, but I've been to MTV Music Awards. I see how it goes down on the commercial breaks, how they're moving everything around, how all the working pieces are moving like a well-oiled machine. It is a ritual. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why when you think to yourself, why hasn't this artist or this actor received this accolade yet? They've earned it. They've done enough to receive this accolade. They haven't done enough. They haven't been embarrassed enough. They haven't been humiliated enough. Humiliation rituals are done all the time. They dress them up in all different ways, shape, form, and sizes. But they're done in public on TV all the time. Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles. We coming from multiple different angles. And that leads me and segues me into my third and final angle. My third and final angle. Now, that's Chris Rock. That's Chris Rock. You know, about 5 years ago, Chris Rock did an Oscars where he either was hosting the Oscars or he was doing his 1-2 punch somewhere in the middle of the Oscars. And he made some very strong jokes about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, he made some real fun. They were funny jokes, but they were disrespectful. You know, understand what I'm saying? They were embarrassing. They were humiliating. You understand what I'm saying? And he did it on live TV. And I don't think Will Smith and Jada were receiving any awards that night. So they weren't even at the Oscars. They weren't even at the Oscars from what I remember that night. And you know, some people are saying that Will held on to that he couldn't wait to see Chris Rock anywhere to smack him. But I don't believe that Will held on to that. You understand? I don't believe that was the straw that broke the camel's back, something that happened 5 years ago. Within the last 2 years, you know, you had Jada embarrassing Will Smith with the red round table episodes. Had that man on live YouTube, live TV, telling him that you had an entanglement with a young man y'all let come into your house because he was sick. And he had to eat that in public. Humiliation rituals, embarrassment rituals. So Will been going through these humiliations year after year. If it wasn't that with the August Alsina, it was always talking about how she loved Tupac and how she would have been with Pac if he didn't get killed. And you know, Will Smith was too soft for her. And the only reason why he got her is because Pac was, you know, assassinated. It's always a step on his manhood. It's always a step on his integrity. It's always a step on his respect. And for you to get that Oscar, you know, that humiliation was coming. And no one could imagine that Will Smith would go on stage, beeline to Chris Rock, and open hand smack. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna make this a long one, but let me just go a little bit left before I close out with y'all. Look at how Chris Rock handled that smack. A grown man walked up on him, open hand smacked him in front of a live audience and live on TV, and he didn't even flinch. He didn't even react like he wanted to defend himself, like he wanted to protect himself, like he wanted to be a man about the situation. Because any man that gets open hand smacked by another man, we gonna go ahead and rumble. Live on TV, in front of your mama, at the hospital. If you open hand, if you hit me in any way like that, you put your hands on me, we gonna rumble. But Chris Rock understood that the higher-ups and the elites were watching. Chris Rock understood that if you go against what's going on right now, if you go against your humiliation ritual, that you'll be ousted out of this situation. You'll be ousted out of the industry. So think about it, and why rewatch how Chris Rock takes that slap to the face. Boom. He gathers himself, but he still can hear the ring in his ear. He can't hear nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And he still gets his mind together to say, hey, I got to remain docile in this situation. I can't react like a man is supposed to react, because if I react like a man, I will be canceled. Let me react like a female. Let me react like a beta male. Let me react like I'm the soft one. Let me react like anybody or anything except an alpha male, a big dog. I can't react like that. I might lose everything. And these are the things that come with this industry. You understand what I'm saying? These are the things that intertwined in this industry. If you want to go to the top, if you want all the accolades, you want all the awards, you'll be humiliated and you'll have to eat it in public. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. And it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. Will Smith and Chris Rock, we giving it to y'all straight raw. We giving it to y'all straight raw. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, that's a play-by-play, action by action, chess move by chess move on what happened at the Oscars last night. Why it happened. You understand what I'm saying? What it was that you were seeing. See, you got to be able to diagnose what you're seeing so you can break it down and comprehend and take it in and understand it. Before you can comprehend it, you got to be able to diagnose it. That was a humiliation ritual. That was an embarrassment ritual. These are rituals that constantly go on in front of your face all the time, and you just don't know why. You think it was an act of Hollywood. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratch the surface. You feel me? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.